Brought to you by WikiVidi.com. King Krule. Archy Ivan Marshall, also known by his stage name King Krule, is an English singer-rapper, songwriter, record producer and musician. He began recording music in 2010 under the moniker Zoo Kid. The following year he adopted his present name. He has released several EPs, and his debut full-length album 6 Feet Beneath the Moon came out in 2013 to positive reviews. His music blends elements of punk jazz with hip-hop, darkwave and trip-hop. Life and career. Marshall studied at Forest Hill School and then at the Brit School alongside longtime collaborator Jamie Isaac between 2008 and 2011. During which time he released 2 singles as Zoo Kid. He created a genre of music called blue wave, and its form was realized in the mixtape entitled UFOWAVE. In July 2011, Archy began playing under a new moniker King Krule at a festival in Hyères, France. Later that year he released his eponymous debut EP. His stage name is inspired by the Elvis Presley film King Krule and not King K. Rool, the character from the Donkey Kong video game series, as previously reported on 9 December 2012. The BBC announced that he had been nominated for the Sound of 2013 poll. King Krule released his debut album 6 Feet Beneath the Moon on 24 August 2013. More than half of the tracks were already released on his precedent EPs. This brought him to prominence, especially in the USA, with performances on Conan and The Late Show with David Letterman. In October of the same year he embarked on a European tour, which was the last time he has appeared in the UK on tour to date. Following the success of this tour, he then moved on to a tour of North America. On 8 January 2014 he released a video for A Lizard State which gained over 800,000 views on YouTube. After a short break he went on to tour Europe once again, inexplicably missing out on his homeland of the United Kingdom, which was his most recent public performance. In February 2014, King Krule appeared on the cover of The Fader in its 90th issue. In December 2015, Marshall released his second album A New Place to Drown, this time under his birth name. In August 2017 Marshall released a new song entitled Check One. It was a King Krule release, the first since the release of his debut album in 2013. On October 13, Marshall released his second full album The OOZ under King Krule. Musical style and influences. Many reviewers and journalists have noted King Krule's unusual transcendence and appropriation of disparate genres. His music has been described mainly with jazz derivatives such as punk jazz and jazz fusion, but also as darkwave, post-punk, and hip-hop. Writers have also noted elements of trip-hop, jazz, rap, and dub in individual songs of his. Jason Limang-Ruver of AllMusic states that his songs are mainly in the form of ballads with major seventh chords, but by contrast there is also a grittiness to Archy's voice and persona, portraying him as the type of kid who would be quick to throw a punch without asking questions. His music has been likened to Morrissey and Edwyn Collins. He is inspired by disparate influences such as Elvis Presley, Gene Vincent, Fela Kuti, J Dilla, Billy Bragg, and the Penguin Cafe Orchestra. Brought to you by WikiVidi.com. Would you like to know more?